Alright, so I'm back here at this land that I've been working on with the rock picker and the box blade and spread lime and all that stuff. And I had it ready to seed last weekend, and of course it come that rain. It was about 2 to 3 inches of rain, and boy, it's windy today. Sorry about the wind noise, but anyway, it messed it up again. It put a bunch of reels in the slopes. Reels are little washes in the slopes, and then on the steep slope over here to my left, it washed it about a foot deep in one place. And anyway, I've worked on all that. I took the chain harrow and drug all the reels out of the slopes and got it all smoothed back up, but the chain harrow popped a bunch of rocks back out. So here we are again with rocks everywhere after I done got all of them up. So I brought the rock rake with me this morning. It's Sunday morning, and I hooked it to the Massey Ferguson 4710, and I've been out here this morning rock raking. I didn't have my camera when I started, but I've got it now. So I wanted you to see my windrow, my windrow of rocks I made here, and you can see where the rock rake ran here, and I raked everything this way, and then it ran here, and I raked everything this way and made this windrow. And then I'm going to take the rock picker. This is what the rock picker is actually designed to do, is to pick these windrows up. You're not really supposed to just drive around and pick up rocks randomly like I was before, even though that does work. It just takes a lot more time. So also down here, I started raking this. You can see this is a slope going down to the creek, and I just started raking the rocks down the hill because they don't rake uphill. I'll show you the rake here in a minute. It's kind of made like an auger, and it augers everything to the right of the machine. So anyway, and you can't, if you try to run the auger up the hill, it won't work. Everything just still tries to go down the hill. So it's best to just run the auger where it pushes everything down the hill. This area here I have not raked yet, so I still got to do that, and I'll let y'all watch the machine work as I do that. But first I'm going to get up these windrows, because it's getting enough rocks in these windrows right here that it's not effectively continuing to roll them over. It's just starting to miss a lot. So it doesn't do a perfect job. See, like here, if there's a little hole, it's 10 foot wide. If there's a little hole or something in the ground, or the ground's uneven, it'll drop rocks. It'll let rocks fall and stay in the holes and the low places in the land. But it does a fair job for, you know, this is just going to be hay probably here. Not my hay. This is for somebody else I'm doing this for. I'm just getting paid to do it. So, you know, it's good enough. The time you cultipack it, some of the smaller rocks will get smashed down into the ground, and it won't be a big deal. Disc mine or whatever he mows with will go right over it. But if you was going to do this as a yard, which this would be a big yard, if you're going to do this as a yard, you'd want to run something like a Harley rake over it. If you don't know what a Harley rake is, you can look it up online. They do a really nice job. We got a couple of them. One goes on a tractor. We got one that goes on a skid steer. But they're very small. Well, you can get them pretty wide, but the one we have on the skid steer is 7 foot. The one we have on a tractor is a 6 foot. So on 7 acres of land, it'd be slow go compared to a 10 foot rake like I'm using here. Anyway, I'm gonna pick these rocks up, and then we'll get the rake going again. So I've got quite the spread over here on this job site. I've got the 60-30, and he's hooked to the rock picker. Then I got the T5 120, and he's hooked to the disc. And I got the 4710 Massey Ferguson, and he's hooked to the rock rake. And I got the box blade down there. I don't have another tractor to hook to it. Well, actually, if I needed one, I could get one. I could get the 6640, but it's not necessary. I can swap them around here. But here's that rock rake. See, it's kind of like a spiral. It's an auger basically, and it rotates this way, and it kind of augers everything and kicks the rocks out this side over here. It's really simple design. It's PTO driven. This is the first thing I've hooked PTO to this tractor, by the way, and it does run really smooth and quiet, so I'm happy with that. It has one hydraulic line, pressure up. It's got a cylinder, raises the rake up. It uses a cable system with pulleys. You can see here, it uses these pulleys to raise up the rake. It's got the cylinder just moves this deal here. It's got the cables hooked to it. It's got a pulley here that runs this cable to this side and picks that side up. Occasionally that cable will break and cause a ass ache, but doesn't happen very often. But anyway, it's doing a pretty good job. This place is a mess. It's just a mess, and I'm tired of messing with it. I mean, it's ongoing. Every time I get it ready, it's going to rain. You know, now they're not calling for any rain. You know, I was hoping last time it wouldn't be that bad, but it ended up being worse than they said it was going to be. That's why I didn't put the seed down. But this time they're calling for good weather all week, and what rain that is supposed to come at the end of the week is just supposed to be pretty light. So I think it'll be perfect time to get this done if I can get the time to do it. It's Sunday. I'm here trying to work on it. Tomorrow got to be back at Tractor Supply working, and it's just, you know, we're busy. It's the time of year we're busy. So I can come over here tomorrow evening and it'll be after 6 o'clock and start working, you know, and continue working on it. But my goal is to get all these rocks off and get it ready for seed today, and maybe I can start seeding on it today, but I don't know if I have time. It'll be after dark. All right, I'm going to pick up some of these rocks. So we're into 4710 now, and we're getting ready to start with the rock rake. Make some more rock windrows. Gotta get in the right gear here. You can't go very fast. machine. About 3 miles an hour. Does pretty good. It just augers the rocks, augers them over to the right, flips them down the hill, and make a new windrow, and then I'll take the rock picker and clean them up again, and eventually I'll have a clean field, or a fairly clean field, and then I'll start seeding it. Oh, hey, there's a big old rock. See if I can flip that out of there and run it. I'd take a bucket and dig that one out. But it kind of levels the land a little bit also. It does a pretty good job of that. Kind of fills in low places and cuts off the high places. So that's pretty neat. It's not the best in the world, but it does a pretty good job for a, for a field. It's not a yard rake, but it's alright for a field. Alright, here we go again. It amazes me how quiet this tractor is running at 540 PTO RPM. It's really quiet. I know on the 4600 series, a lot of people complained about how loud the cab was, but this tractor does not have that problem. I think y'all get the idea of what's going on with this thing. But basically just keep raking the rocks down the hill to another windrow, and then I'll take the rock picker and get them out of the field again. Well, not again, because these are different rocks, but I'll just continue to get them out of the field. How about that? So that's gonna be all for this one. I'm still enjoying my new tractor. It's doing good. No complaints about it as of yet. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's very comfortable. About the only tractor of that size I've ever had that had usable armrests in it. Most of the time, small tractors like that, they'll put armrests in it that you can't use. I don't understand that. They're too short and they're too low, and they just don't work. I guess they think the smaller the tractor, the smaller the person, but that's not exactly how it works. So anyway, I'm real pleased with the comfort of the cab and the roominess of the cab, and it has enough room in it. I'll show you here that it does have a buddy seat. You just pick it up like that, swing it around. There you go, buddy seat. That's for my little buddy to ride with me. And he does ride often. He enjoys riding in the tractor. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed seeing my rock rake work and my new tractor working. And we'll see you in the next one. We'll talk to y'all later.